Internet. So, you might be wondering exactly why I've been uploading videos to YouTube even though I said I wouldn't. Well, first of all, the only actual content I've been uploading to YouTube is the Zipcast promotions, as those are pretty much going to continue being uploaded as long as I keep making them. I've kind of been slacking off on that regard though. The second one that I've written up isn't quite as funny as the first one, although it does appear to me that a lot of people did not like that one, as it's gotten 7 downvotes. Now, I don't know if that's because of the quality or because people think I'm a moron, but in light of recent events, I would like to point out that this is an issue that has been going on for a long time now. In fact, I had the same thing that happened to me as I Hate Everything 5 months ago on August. Not that exact date as I uploaded the video. I don't think it probably took me about a day to get my channel back. But as you can see, the same thing has happened to me, and I would just like to thank you for your resounding support. Seriously, people like me, no-namers like me, just get zero respect. But, that's okay. I don't expect people to suddenly come to my aid like IHE. I'm not famous, and I don't want to be famous. So, you might be thinking to yourself, exactly, what can I do about this? Well, there really isn't a whole lot you can do, honestly. I mean, I've tried to get people to boycott YouTube, but clearly that's not going to happen anytime soon. People make money off of YouTube, people do it as their day job, so that's probably not going to happen, as there aren't really any good competition or alternatives for that specific demographic of YouTube users. And considering that most of the major YouTube users make a living off of YouTube, yeah, it's not going to happen. So, what can we do? Well, you can try contacting your local senator or congressman to tell them that we need more rights. That's probably something that could help. Probably not, though, as you will probably lobby against it. But I think that perhaps we could try lobbying ourselves as a group, because we might have a better chance as a group than as individuals. Of course, there's a good chance that the companies that file all these illegitimate copyright claims might not like that and also start lobbying against the idea of us having more rights. But this is exactly why I've been putting my content only on Zipcast. I don't really need the money. I mean, I want the money, sure, but I don't need it. And Zipcast is going to have a monetization program soon. So I'll be making money off of their program and not YouTube when that happens. And I'm 100% certain it's going to happen. I know they've had a couple of mistakes launching the new site core, but they were rushing it. And to be frank, they probably would not have found the problem with launching the new site core as quickly if they had not rushed it. So technically speaking, that's still on schedule, as they had originally planned to launch the new site core sometime this year, and not last year in December. So yeah, that's still going to be happening, and the creative monetization system is still going to be happening. And Zipcast is still probably going to have a lot of problems, as it's only 5 people or so that actually have access to the site's code. But it is going to improve a great deal once they get that new site core up. So once that happens, I think that Zipcast probably will be good competition to YouTube, as pretty much none of the other sites that have monetization options, like, say, Dailymotion or Vimeo, those sites have pretty much all of the same problems YouTube does. It's just in Dailymotion's case not as extreme. Except that Dailymotion is not a site for the creators anymore. It's a site for Dailymotion now. I mean, I heard it used to be a good site with lots of social options, but the social options are even more limited than YouTube's now. and you don't even have a proper subscription feed. You can't look at your individual subscriptions on the sidebar anymore because they replaced that with recommended channels. So now, I'm not going to go into too many details about what exactly is going on because, there's a lot of popular YouTubers who have been discussing that, and I don't feel the need to exactly elaborate on that because pretty much everything that can be said about the problems going on YouTube has been said. We simply don't have rights. That's basically the bottom line. YouTube has created a system where their own inactions somehow legally infringe upon our rights, and that's bullshit for the obvious reasons. Just if you can get off of YouTube, use adblock on YouTube, take your content somewhere else like Zipcast, for the time being at least, or mirror your content to Zipcast so the site can gain more traction at least, like advertise that you put the videos over there, or mirror your content so that you know that it stays safe. At the least mirror your content to Zipcast. And maybe archive.org, but or whatever that archive website was called, the URL, I don't remember. Because at the moment, there's not a whole lot we can do. But we can definitely try to work together to find a solution. And hopefully things will continue being, will continue to work towards the goal of us having more rights on YouTube. Oh, now I remember what I wanted to say. Other Web 2.0 websites are actually just as bad as YouTube. All of the major Web 2.0 websites, you do not have any rights. They will actively work against your rights. Well, not actively. I mean, it's more like they actively choose to not take action. And yes, I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but that's exactly how it goes. They actively choose to take an action. I've already talked about how DeviantArt has refused to deal with a problem with cyberbullies that had been going on, and not all of it was willful engagement. As Zipcast has a policy that people who are willfully engaged with troublemakers, they're not really going to take a whole lot of action against the troublemakers or something. I don't know, but they will log threads apparently. So Zipcast has actually been quite transparent on their policies, which is something that most major Web 2.0 websites won't do, which is another reason why I like Zipcast. But in the case of the DeviantArt issue that I had, not everyone was willfully engaged. These people were attacking people who are not willfully engaged, and yet they still ignored my ticket. So, yeah, you really should just remember that it's not just YouTube that's been having these rules that work against the user. Tumblr, DeviantArt, Twitter, all of them, every last one of them has rules that work against the user. So, remember this, and until next time, stay determined.